here we have a SAT math problem. There is a figure given over here. In the figure, AC equals to CD. The measure of angle EBC is 45 degree and the measure of angle ACD is 104 degree. What is the value of X? So in the given figure, we have to find the value of X over here. And also the information says that AC and the CD, these two lengths are equal. And also the measure of angle EBC is 45 degree. There is an angle measure over here is 45 degree. And also the measure of angle ACD is 104 degree. That is the angle measure over here is 104 degree. Okay, here already we know that this is the angle on the straight line BD. So already we know that the measure of an angle which is on the straight line is 180 degree. So in this straight angle 180 degree, this part is 104 degree. Then what is the measure of this part? So for that we have to subtract this 104 from 180. So when I do so, I am getting 76 degree. So when I add 104 degree and 76 degree, I am getting 180 degree. That's the angle on the straight line over here. Okay, now let's consider the triangle over here. So the one I had drawn. So in this triangle, I know the two interior angle measures 76 degree and 45 degree. Then what is the measure of the third interior angle measure over here? Already we know that in any triangle, the three interior angle measures will add up to 180. So to get the measure of the third interior angle measure over here, I have to add these two interior angles and subtract it from 180. So now let me add 76 and 45. So when I add them, 6 positive 5 is 11, 8 positive 4, so 1 and 21. So I'm getting 1 and 21, the sum of these two interior angles. So now let's subtract this 1 and 21 from 1 and 80. So let me do it. When I subtract 1 and 21 from 1 and 80, so I am getting 59. So the measure of the third interior angle measure over here is 59 degree. So even when I add these interior angle measures, they add up to 180 degree. And what about the angle measure over here and here? So the angle measure over here, the angle measure over here are vertically opposite angles and they must be equal in measure. So here we have 59 degree. So the angle measure over here must be 59 degree. Okay, now let's consider the triangle we have over here. In this triangle, I know the two interior angle measures 59 degree and X degree. If I know the third interior angle measure over here, I can add these three angle measures and they will all add up to 180 degree and I can solve for X. So for that, I must be knowing the angle measure over here. So for that, let me consider the triangle ACD over here that I have drawn in red color. So in this triangle, the two sides are equal. That is AC and CD. These two sides are equal. And now let's consider that two interior angle measures which are opposite to the sides of equal length. So the angle measure at vertex D is opposite to the side AC. The angle measure over here at vertex A is opposite to the side CD. So in a triangle, the interior angles which are opposite to the sides of equal length must be equal in measure. So the angle measure at vertex D, the angle measure at vertex A must be equal because they are opposite to the sides of equal length AC and CD. Okay, I assume the length, the interior angle measure over here as Y and here also Y. So because the angle measure at vertex D, angle measure at vertex A are equal. So now let me add the three interior angles of the triangle ACD I have drawn in red color. That is Y, positive 104. So they must add up to what? Y, positive 104 must be equals to 180 because the three interior angles of a triangle add up to 180. Now we have to solve for Y. When I combine this Y and Y, I am getting 2Y, positive 104 equals to 180. Okay, now to solve for Y, I have to subtract 104 from both sides. When I subtract 104 from both sides, this positive 104, negative 104 will cancel out. I am getting 2Y equals to, so when I subtract 104 from 180, I am getting 76. Then I divide both sides by 2, then 2 will cancel out. Then Y equals to, when I divide 76 by 2, I am getting 38. So now I got the value of Y, that is 38. So let me replace the Y by 38 over here. Okay, now in this triangle, I have the three interior angle measures X, 59 and 38. So these three interior angle measures start up to 180. So then let's write X positive, 59 positive, 38 equals to 180. Okay, now let's combine these two values 59 and 38. So when I add them, I am getting 97 equals to 180. So to solve for X, I subtract 97 from both sides. When I do so, this positive 97, negative 97 will cancel. I'm getting x equals to, when I subtract 97 from 80, I'm getting 83. So in the given figure, the value of x is 83.